Hello, I'm Dr. Vanita Rattan and this channel is dedicated to skincare for skin of colour. So as you know, I'm a doctor, but I'm also a cosmetic formulator specifically for skin of colour. So I love to go through ingredients lists and tell you whether or not products are safe for our skin or whether we should avoid. Now, when I talk about safety, I am of course talking about pigmentation and irritation rather than anything more sinister. With us, we have larger melanocytes that are easier to trigger. So there are a lot of products that we should be avoiding for our skin and a lot of procedures we should also be avoiding for our skin that are fine for Caucasian skin. This whole channel is to educate and empower you so you make the best purchasing choices with your hard-earned money. So today's video is all about winter skincare. Now, in winter, our skin is being assaulted constantly, whether you're inside and you have central heating on or air conditioning on, you have increased transepidermal water loss. So water is literally evaporating from your skin and your skin is going to feel tight. Then you go outside into the cold and you have freezing cold air hitting your skin, and that is also an assault on your skin and leads to free radicals in the skin, which leads to premature aging. Or it's the wind that's, smashing you in the face too, and that does the same thing. And this is why rosacea becomes so much worse in the cold. So these extreme temperature changes are not good for our skin. And really, we have to do everything in our power in order to keep that skin hydrated, to ensure you've got antioxidants in the skin and you've got skin soothers and skin repairers in your skin. So it changes. Usually, of course, you're going to wear your sunscreen as you do all year round, but in the summer, you know how the majority of what we talk about is sunscreen. In the winter, the majority of what we should be talking about is hydration and creating a healthy environment for our skin. I never want you to have to wake up in the morning and feel like your skin is tight, or you come back from a day at work and you haven't been able to moisturize all day long from the morning and your skin feels tight. I don't want that, because that tight feeling is stress on your skin. And that leads to premature aging as well, which we definitely do not want. So I'm going to go through a step-by-step routine in this video. I'm going to tell you the classic mistakes that are being made and how to avoid them. So let's start off with the cleanser. You want a hydrating cleanser. So the one that I always talk about is Micellar Gel Wash. After you wear it, you will feel like your skin hasn't been stripped. You'll feel like your skin is hydrated. And every step of your skincare routine should be doing the same thing for you. So I'd follow it up by your toner. Your toner needs to have no witch hazel in it, no alcohol in it. I want it to just have humectants in it. I want it to have water magnets in it. So the one I love is Hada Labo. The one I wear is CosRx. I think I talk about it a lot. But all you're basically doing is the viscosity is very low, it penetrates quite deeply, and then afterwards everything that you put onto your skin absorbs better as well. So it's a fantastic thing to be doing at morning and at nighttime. Then if you're exfoliating, I would only exfoliate 2 nights a week. If you have normal skin or dry skin, and the one that I talk about, what I wear is mandelic acid plus salicylic acid. So that's my AHA BHA, because I want actually an acid that's going to hydrate my skin, but also I want to unclog my pores because of hormonal breakouts and because of masking. The next thing you want to do is you want to be using antioxidants. So the one I love is from Paula's Choice. Imagine all day long you have free radicals wreaking havoc in your skin, damaging your collagen and aging your skin. You want to mop up those free radicals. You want to use a sponge that's going to take away those free radicals that are not good for our skin and to create that healing environment for your skin. And so that's why antioxidants are great, and I tend to wear them at nighttime. I am going to do a video for you about the best antioxidants to wear during the day, because they're not all the same, and some of them you should definitely avoid during the day and keep for nighttime. So if that sounds good to you, please can you write down you want an antioxidant daytime video, and I will definitely make that for you. The next thing is after you've moisturized, so make sure you're using a fatty moisturizer. The mistake people make is that they'll wear a face lotion, but a lotion, so when I manufacture, for example, the thickness of the cream is based on how many fats I use, what percentage of the cream are fats. So your cetearyl alcohol, for example, is a fatty emollient, and I'm going to take you into my lab one day and show you just how beautiful cetearyl alcohol is. and what it looks like. They're like beads, and then you melt them and they just look like butter. I mean, it's just delicious. So basically, the fattier your cream, the longer your hydration is going to be. If you're wearing a thin lotion, you're going to have water being evaporated from your skin, and within a couple of hours the skin is going to feel tight. That's the exact opposite of what I want you to feel. So you want to go for a heavier moisturizer in the winter compared to what you might potentially wear in the summer. I would also make sure you're wearing ceramides in your skincare, in your moisturizer as well, because again, it hydrates your skin. I would then follow up with your marula oil or any sort of oil that's going to reduce transepidermal water loss. So you don't want to go for a comedogenic one. You want to go for something that's just going to be a barrier, but without clogging your pores. So the one I love is marula oil. I always get asked about sleep masks. So if I'm not using oil, then the other one that I love is Naturium Sleep Mask, which again just prevents transepidermal water loss. And the other one that I love is from Paula's Choice, which is Super Hydrate Mask. So whichever one suits you. None of these have any fragrance in them, and none of them have any irritating ingredients in them, which is really key for us. Don't forget, with oils, because the majority of active ingredients are dissolved in water, in oil you're not going to find many actives other than vitamin A and vitamin E. Everything else is water soluble, and so actually your oil is purely to prevent transepidermal water loss. The next thing is your lips. So lips become really dry, and then when you lick them, you actually make them more chapped and more dry. It just becomes a vicious cycle. So this happens to my daughter a lot. So in her school bag, I will put her hand moisturizer, her lip balm, and her face cream, because they're outside all day and their skin becomes really dry too. And so make sure your lip balm has no fragrance in it. I know, even with my daughter, she says, oh mummy, you know, my friends have got this orange lip balm, why can't I have orange lip balm? And I said to her, Sienna, mummy is a cosmetic formulator, and I'm telling you, orange lip balm is not good for your lips. She's like, oh, okay then mum. It might change when she's a teenager, but at the moment, at 7 years old, she listens to mummy. So you want to go for one that's non-fragrance, because imagine you've now got dry skin. Why would you want to put something on that's going to irritate the skin? It's just not a good idea. So the one I actually really like is Sunsense, because it's got SPF50 in it as well. And so, you know, you're getting the best of both. You're protecting from UV, but you're also preventing any transepidermal water loss. The next thing is your hands. So right now we are all obviously hand sanitizing, which is just ripping our skin apart on our hands, because a lot of you are going to feel like you've got dry hands, chapped hands. You need to have in your bag a hand moisturizer, a fatty, oily, emollient one that is going to stick to your hands, which is going to be different to what's on your face, because the skin on your hands is much tougher and actually harder to penetrate. So very important to go for a nice fatty moisturizer with no fragrance in it for your hands. Your feet are the other thing that I just totally neglected in the winter. It's like, you know, we don't wear sandals, and so now we don't get our nails done, and so we just like forget that we have feet. So you get to spring and you think, oh my lord. So let's not let that happen this winter. The one that I love is Carousel. It's an intensive foot repair, and it really hydrates your skin and just prevents you from getting dry skin, because once you start getting dry skin on your feet, skin hardens and then it becomes very difficult to remove it. The only way is through humectants. If you try and scrape it off, or, you know, or too harsh with your skin, in fact, hard skin will just grow back and replace it. You have to come in with love with your feet. That really is what your feet requires. So Carousel Intensive is fantastic, and it's always running out. And I feel like now that I've told you all, it's just they're not going to manufacture enough. Can you just save one for Dr. V, please? No, I'm just joking. The next one is your body. The body is the other thing that we really neglect when we're not exposing our body in the summer. And so your skin becomes really dry. And so what I would say is, when you come out of the shower and your skin is still wet, that is when I would apply an oil to my skin. So the one that I tend to go for is Oilatum Shower Gel in the shower. I use Sanex wash to clean, so I don't have any fragrance in my body body routine. Then I go in with my Oilatum shower gel, which will help to seal in moisture. And then often I come out and I'll put sweet almond oil on top as well, because I think a big reason people don't actually moisturize when they come out the shower is because it's freezing and you just want to quickly put your clothes on as fast as possible. But actually, when you're quite warm and you've got water on and you put the oil on top, it just helps to trap it in your skin, and you know, you don't have to moisturize or put something cold on your skin afterwards. So there's no excuse, we can all do this and your skin will thank you. I'm in the comment section for the launch of every single video for 1 hour. Please do download your free guide. The link is down below for skincare for skin of color. Please do follow me on Instagram at the Hyperpigmentation Clinic and at Skincare by Dr. V. I ask you so many questions about what you want to see on YouTube, and so get involved in the conversation at the beginning so that I know I'm covering all the products you want me to cover. I'm also on TikTok, which is Dr. Vanita Rattan, and what I tried to do on there is just condense these videos into like a 30-second quick thing, so that you know, you might not always have time to sit there and watch, you know, 15 minutes of Dr. V teaching you something. You might just want to see it in 30 seconds. So I am attempting to do as many of those as possible, and I put them on Reels as well, because I know India doesn't have access to TikTok and who knows what might happen in the future. So they are going onto my Instagram at Skincare by Dr. V. If there's any other videos you want me to make, please can you write them down below. Thank you very much.